You've heard the news and the base token is approaching, and let's go and find out how you're able to qualify for it, what you can do, how to see the transactions, and all those things in this video. So how to earn the base airdrop. We jump straight to the laptop, and as we see here from the base page itself is beginning to explore a network token. They have mentioned it, they have talked about it, they have even posted about it over during their protocol new bio as well. So they are emphasizing. So the token is happening. And what can we do? Well, we can deploy contract, we can get a domain name, we can do swaps, we can provide liquidity. Where to do it, we're gonna go and see that. So the first thing though, I am over here on breakout. As you see, I do have two open position, and you can join breakout as well. Breakout is a prop firm that allows you to trade, as we see here. For me, $64,000. Why? Because I was able to buy a $50,000 account for only $500. This means that if you go and pay $500, you get an account with $50,000 on it, and you also get a discount if you utilize my code, which will be down below in the description. So make sure to go and join it. And as you see here, if you make 10% with a $5,000 bet, is $500. If you make 10,000 with a $50,000 bet, it's a $5,000 in profit. And here I got a long on link and hype. So come and join me. The link will be down below. It's a prop firm. This is a nice thing about prop firm comparing to what are KYC or non-KYC exchanges. They allow you to go and buy an account for $500, and they let you trade with $50,000 on it. And I was able to grow it to $64,000. So I'm $14,000 in profit in this account. So make sure to join down below, pick your profile, pick your whatever evaluation, whatever you want. And yeah, you can also get a $100,000 account for only $1,000 or even less, $725 for a $100,000 funnel account, or $450 plus the discount for a $50,000 account. But talking about base, where can we start? Well, the first thing is Owelto. Owelto allows you to deploy smart contract basically for free on a go. So you come over here to the page, to the link down below, click on to the deploy over here if you don't arrive it, click over to base, basic mode, deploy contract, and as you see here, you're basically deploying a contract. It costs you 90 cents, as we're able to go and see. Click on confirm, but by doing this, you have one more interaction with the protocol. You have a deployed contract over on base, as you see here, and that is it. This is the contract deployed, as you see here, and you can keep on going and going and going. One other thing that you can do over on Owelto is bridging. This, as we see here, we do have some new missions of bridge to base and bridge from base. So basically you are farming the Owelto airdrop, which they still have a point running mechanism right here, and also from base to Sonium, from Sonium, etc. So you're basically going to farm Owelto and base at the same time. So simply send from base to for example here, Sonium, you're able to do 2 in 1. You can simply send 0.001, whatever one you want. As we see here, the fees are destination transaction cost 0.0005 ETH and free bridge fee as well. So very cheap in my opinion to go and send it. We can go and send a $5 bucks, as we see here, $6.77 for the fees that you do see right here. You click on confirm and you're good to go, and you do the transaction, which as you see here, it is very, very basic. So this is the first method to go and bridge and to go and send contract, extension, etc. One thing that I do want to point out, if you want to come and trade over on Wix, is a non-KYC exchange, which means anybody of you can join. You also get a 100 position for free. So what does that mean is, if you go and deposit $100, they will give you another $100 position for free. So simply come and deposit, hold the deposit, don't even have to trade, and then you will get money. So rinse and repeat. No KYC exchange, do 1, do 2, do 3, do 4, do 5 different accounts and get free money, and go and trade with those money without using yours if you don't want to use yours. But however, one other thing that you can do in terms of bridging, of course, is utilizing Jumper. Now, for Jumper, let me know your level down below. I am level 19 and I'm rank 1464 because I do utilize it. And this method allows you to go and farm instead of a Welto, Jumper, which a lot of you could potentially like more than a Welto, so that's why we give you the two options. And simply go and bridge from base. For example, we do have it right here from base, which is where I do have the Ethereum token. You can bridge out and send a transaction, for example, to Arbitrum, or simply do internal transactions. So you can also do swaps on base, as we would be doing right here. As we see, do some swapping. This also counts. So you do swapping, you do bridging, and this allows you to farm the Jumper airdrop, which they have a point system, they have a leaderboard, and the airdrop will eventually arrive as well for this one, as well as the base, as you are counting transaction. Now, in terms of how many transactions have you done on the network. If you want to see it straight immediately, simply once you go and do a transaction on the base ecosystem, like the swaps that I'm doing, once you do it here on the wallet, you will see it directly right here. So if you scroll down, this is my 709th transaction. The nonce is the number of transactions that you are doing on the network. So super simple, super easy to understand. That is how you're able to go and see it. And yeah, try to get to 1,000, try to get to over 1,000. I think that would be absolutely good. Yes, there are some fees in the transaction cost, but it is worth it. And also there are some free bridging, which we're gonna go and see, and swapping on the base ecosystem in just a second. The next one is to get a base username, as we see right here. You go to the link down below, simply get your username. I got this one .base.eth. You can check your on-chain score. We got the number of transaction, unique days active, longest streaks. So try to get this as high as you can, deploying contracts, as we see here, which is what we did over on Owelto on the deploying contract. As you see, my score has gone up for smart contract. This is because I've done it, the bridging transaction, the token swaps, and everything that came with it. So very, very nice. And just try to get this as high as you can, and go and simply take a look here. Try to get to 100, and 100 basically means do swaps, do bridging on a daily basis, do everything on base, from base to base, etc., and you will get it done. So by simply doing this transaction here, you are leveling up your score, as we see here, over on the base username. The next thing is to go to the guild and get all of these roles, as we see right here. You can simply base developers, based on chain. You can check literally anything. You have a few access, as you see here. You don't, so work towards them, works against them, and you can do everything that you want as well over here. And then in terms of providing liquidity, there are two protocols. The first one for providing liquidity is this Airdrop finance, which it is right here. Sorry, I am sweating because it is very, very hot today. But as we see here, Airdrop Finance is one. And here on Airdrop, which it is the leading liquidity provider on base, you can go and provide liquidity for double coins. So for example, wrapped ETH. And this is all on base. Wrapped ETH, as we see here, Aerial, USDC, wrapped ETH, keep it easy as well. You can do that, as well as you can go and do some swappings. If you're interested in doing the swapping over here as well, you are able to do it. Simply select the amount of token that you want, select it where you want to go and send it. For example, we can go and send it to a stable coin, as we see here, the USD, and simply do the swaps. Again, you are interacting with a new protocol. This is directly overbuilt on a base, instead of, for example, what could be Jumper or Overt, which are external to base. They are both and brought in as a bridging and swapping features. This one over here on Airdrop instead is directly on base. The other one also on base, not Airdrop right here, which sometimes it is causing me problems, as you see. It is this one, Matcha. And this one, you're able to find it on the base ecosystem dedicated page. And the nice thing I like about this, compared to what, for example, Airdrop is the following. If you go and do some transaction, as we see here, from Ethereum to USDC, let's go and say 50%, as we just tried to do over on Airdrop, it's cheaper, first of all, and with some route as well, you are able to go and find a free transaction. So you have the possibility to get zero fees. As we see here, you receive this one because it has a zero free transaction. The only transaction cost is the network cost, as we do see right here. So this is the only transaction cost, and with some of them, especially USDC stablecoins over here, you are able to do it. So you can place an order, as we see here. And in my opinion, I've seen that it works better than Airdrop. Like here we go, for example, I never had a problem with this one. As you see, we go and start the transaction, and the transaction is completed. So very, very simple. It is done right here, and then you can go back and forth and do it. The nice thing is, as we said, here we got the best route, which is absolutely free. You're trading Autopilot Companion. When available, it takes care of all the complex execution, blah, blah, blah. So you receive, including fees, as we see here, there is a 3 cent and an 18-cent Matcha auto fee, which it is not the best, but it still is what it is. But you can go and do it. As we see here, some of them are free to go and do. For example, let's say USDC to DAI. It does also include fee, which are less, of course. and you can go in and out and just do a little bit of swapping. This also only happens on the base ecosystem. This is a dedicated protocol on the base ecosystem, which is why it's nice to go and do it. And potentially they will have an airdrop. Now, this dedicated website like Airdrop already has a token, but this one dedicated does not have any point system, does not have any, you know, anything really in terms of like shouting for an airdrop, but it could happen in the future. So simply go and do it. This is the cheapest one as I've seen, but of course you can also do all of this that I'm doing right here. You can also do it if you do prefer to farm Owelto or Jumper. You can do it on Owelto or Jumper as well. I do them on all of them because why not? This is dedicated to what to what base is and the base ecosystem. So when not interacting with some of those protocols, it could be one of the criteria to interact with as many base protocol as you can. So make sure to come and join, make sure to do it, and let me know what you think as well down in the comments below. But these, as of right now, are the most convenient ways that I have seen, could work for putting you onto the airdrop. We got deploying contract on Owelto, doing the bridging on Owelto as well with other protocol. As we see here, we did get bridge to and from base, which is really nice. And then you go back and forth as well. We have Jumper, which is another one. You are farming Owelto and base. You're farming Jumper and base. You're farming Matcha and base as well as Airdrop. So everything is kind of like a two-in-one as of right now. But let me know what you think down in the comments below. This is the moment to go and grab it. So thank you for watching, and I see you all tomorrow. Ciao, guys.